little kids can hold him, and I don't have to worry about him biting anyone. He's just an amazing little bird. The other time that you don't want to touch an Amazon, though, is when they are splaying. And I don't know if you know what that is, but Amazons have this funny behavior where their tail fans out and their eyes dilate, and it could be because they're really happy, they're really excited, or they're really angry. But no matter what, when they're doing that, don't touch them because you will get bit and it'll be nasty. Okay? So give them time to calm down. Oliver has done that a couple of times when he gets overexcited. Like sometimes in an event like this, he goes nuts. Like he just loves people so much that he gets overexcited, and so he will start to splay. And it's just not a good time because you're going to guarantee a bite. It's almost like they have no control whatsoever, and they can't stop themselves. They just bite. Ready? Come here. I'm going to do your nails, and I'm going to do them with the Dremel. Like I said, I normally use the clippers first, unless they're small birds. The smaller birds like teals and budgies and stuff, you can just use the Dremel and not even worry about the clippers unless they're really bad, like if it's spiraling or something like that. Another thing to watch for, too, is sometimes the nails actually curl right around. And what you want to do when you're clipping them is put them on a bit of an angle so that it'll stop it from doing that. It seems to help shape the nail a little bit, so you just want to flip it on a bit of an angle that way so to stop that curl, and it kind of helps it to grow more out instead of in. But we've had birds that come in and their nails are like this, and they can't grab onto anything like that. It's funny to watch them because they come in like that, and the nail is all spiraled, and they go to grab onto something, and they actually do this to hold on to it, because it's happened over such a length of time that they've learned they have to do that in order to grasp it. What you'll find after you groom a parrot too is that for the rest of that day and sometimes the next day, they usually get quiet and a little bit more docile. They don't talk, and it just seems to happen. I don't know why, but it's just something that does seem to happen. They get a little bit quieter. So if your customer phones you up, panicked that the bird's being quiet, that's normal for a day or so. They also are a little flexier because they don't have those sharp needles that they've gradually grown into in order to hold things, so they might fall a little bit more or not be able to latch on as well, especially if they're on your clothing and stuff like that, because there's nothing for them to grasp onto, so they don't have that point anymore. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Can you do him by yourself?
I do them all by myself. I do them a cause by myself because, like I said, then I feel more comfortable that way because I know when they're shifting,
right,
and then I can readjust them. But it's just because I end up getting bit so many times when I get somebody to help. Like, the owners want to help.
Yeah,
and
same as cat and dog.
Yeah, exactly. And those are the worst ones. I mean, Brett and I can do them, you know, fairly easily. But then, like I said, I'm still more comfortable doing it myself. But because you guys probably aren't going to do the volume I do, you might be better off with a partner, somebody that's going to hold the head. And then, so like I said, you just expose the one area of the wing or the foot or whatever it is you're working on, the beak, and just work on that on its own.
Unless they get somebody like you that doesn't do it, brings the whole bird collection.
Yeah. But,
there are people who love birds up there.
That's right. Yeah, they're like potato chips. You can't have just one.
Yeah.
Right? And Owen's not fussy on being groomed either. Barkman's favorite. And you think after 8 years he'd be used to it, but no, it doesn't happen. But I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they just like, 20 years, really? I know you don't like it, but guess what?
No.
I know. So I've got him by the toe. Yeah. This is our little docile all over that'll go to anybody. Amazons are the most fidgety of the whole bunch. And even when I'm doing them myself, I usually end up getting bit because they just squirm so much. So I just wrap them so that their head's really covered because
it's probably the most random thing too. The guy walking down the hall with the bird on his head.
I can just cover them and hold them there like that. Now, like I said, they are the most squiggly of the whole bunch. Yes. And I'm going to put the perch on his one hand, on his one toe, so that he just holds onto that for me. Yeah, because he's grabbing. The other thing is, too, and we had this happen the other day, was the one bird grabbed the scissors in their one foot while I was trying to clip them with the other, so you got to be really careful that way.
I can get you.
Yeah. So.
Killing birds. You're going to cut me.
So Oliver is missing one toenail, too, by the way, but that's.
How did that happen?
I had a bird come in, and we just got him out of the carrier, and within seconds he jumped on the cage and bit his toe. It happened in like split seconds. Okay. Oh, bugger! I got bit. Okay, you're going to hold it.
With the question.
Yep. I just said, like Amazon, I always get bit. I always get bit.
Oh, so much for that video.
But I'm gonna get you a hold of them, okay?
Oh.
No.